This is the story of Shedrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And this is faith versus fear. King Nebuchadnezzar ruled Babylon, the most powerful empire of its time. His word was law, his power unquestioned. One day, the king built a massive golden statue towering, shining impossible to ignore. He commanded all officials, leaders, and people to gather before it. Then came the decree. When the music plays, everyone must bow and worship the statue. Anyone who refuses will be thrown into a blazing furnace. It was not just an act of worship. It was a test of loyalty, a demand for obedience. The music sounded. The crowd bowed. Everyone except three: Shedrach, Meshach, Abednego. They stood still while the world around them knelt, wise and faithful men. But their loyalty belonged to God alone. These were not careless rebels. They were respected officials. Word reached the king quickly. "Did you not command everyone to bow?" the accusers asked. These three refused. Nebuchadnezzar was furious. He summoned them and gave them one last chance. "If you bow when the music plays, all will be forgiven," he said. "But if you refuse, you will be thrown into the fire. And then what God will be able to rescue you from my hand?" The question hung in the air. Shedrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered calmly but boldly. "O king," they said, "we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us." Then came the words that define true faith. "But even if he does not, we want you to know, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the golden image you have set up." They trusted God's power, but more importantly, they trusted God's will. Their faith did not depend on rescue. Nebuchadnezzar's anger burned hotter than the furnace itself. He ordered the fire heated 7 times hotter than usual. The strongest soldiers bound the 3 men and carried them toward the flames. From the outside, it looked like the end. But heaven had other plans. Suddenly, the king stood up in shock. "Didn't we throw 3 men into the fire?" he asked. "Yes, your majesty," his advisors replied. He stared harder. "Then why do I see 4 men walking around in the fire unbound and unharmed? And the 4th looks like a son of the gods." The fire did not consume them. The flames did not touch them. And they were not alone. God did not keep them out of the fire. He joined them in it. Nebuchadnezzar called them out. They stepped from the furnace and touched. No burns, no smell of smoke, no sign of damage. The king fell into awe. "Praise be to the God of Shedrach, Meshach, and Abednego," he declared. "There is no other God who can save in this way." What fear tried to destroy, faith turned into a testimony. This story is not just about fire. It's about pressure. Pressure to conform. Pressure to compromise. Pressure to bow when everyone else does. Fear says just give in. Faith says God is enough. Shedrach, Meshach, and Abednego teach us that true faith does not say, "God will rescue me." True faith says, "Even if he doesn't, I will still trust him." And here's the truth. Sometimes God stops the fire. Sometimes he lets us walk through it. But he never leaves us alone.